That's not cool, but I guess it's working. Okay, well, podcast. And our sponsor is Ultistock to soothe your video game addiction.
Oh, we feel like we should mention we have a guest today.
We have a guest.
We're replacing Dad.
Replacing our dad.
Shabordinite, our new dad.
The
man behind the microphone, behind the profile picture.
What are you saying?
It's true.
So wordy.
It's true.
But okay. I guess you are behind a profile
He's
picture.
our new dad today.
Yeah, because our dad's out.
So this is our sponsor, which will make you better at video games. I think. It's Charlie's. It's for VR and it's like a stock.
Yeah, man.
So it makes
It's
it feel more
improved my rifle aim and aim in general just a lot. I was like, I was like, do you want to go, bro?
Alright, yeah, we're actually streaming. Stop. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay, so what do we talk about?
Alright, so our topic today is. I was trying to get this word.
Fingers and thumbs. Alright, our podcast is about how do video games affect your health. I thought it was just video games.
Stop touching the candle, Ben. You're gonna burn yourself.
So, who wants to start? Charlie? You can start because you play the video games the most. It's true.
Okay, but you can't deny that. You might not have an addiction, but that's true.
What's the thing?
How do video games affect your health? So, how do you feel when you play video games a lot? I know you.
Well, I will say some games affect me differently than others.
But you play VR mostly. So
Yes, I do.
I guess that'll also depend and come in there.
So I played 3 games mainly: Minecraft, Helldivers 2, and Ghost of Tabor. Ghost of Tabor is a extraction VR game. You could look up and research about that more. Helldivers is like a third-person shooter game. It's like Fortnite, but if you're going against AI with a team. And Minecraft, I mean, do I really need to say much about that one? So,
Kinda had a whole
how I
topic
feel
about
when
that.
I play Minecraft, I feel like the main character. But, like, Minecraft has multiple game modes, right? So there's like PvP, SMP, stuff, etc. So I'll do PvP because it's one of the most popular things. So
No, I'm kidding.
PvP, when I win, I feel good because I'm like, you just got wrecked, buddy. Get better. But when I lose, I'm like, dang, that kid was good.
Now here's the thing.
I'm not done.
Okay.
When I play Helldivers, when I win, I'm like, bruh, that was easy. What do you mean that's a Helldive level? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
You were using
I came across one Biotitan, which is the biggest thing in the game.
I'm just gonna make sure. Yeah, it's
When I lose, I'm like, wow, we definitely got overrun there. Now, Ghost of Tabor, that's a whole different ball game, right?
It's a ball field, guys.
Say I'm just not having a good day in Tabor. Say I've been.
So why don't you explain the game?
I did. It's an extraction-based VR shooter.
What does that mean?
I have no idea what extraction based.
If you die, you lose your stuff that you.
Sure, you're not explaining it well. So in that game, you have to go into like a map with different people. You don't know where they are. It depends. They could have like a team of 3, 2, or 1, but like it's not like matched by skill. It's just like a free for all. You have to try to like get stuff in the map. You like loot the map, kill people, take their stuff, and then after you have to move to like an extraction place, and then you go back to your base, which everything's like safe there. But if you like bring stuff in from your base into the raid, and you die, well then you lose it forever. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And also, if you kill someone, you get their loot, and if they kill you, they get your loot, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'll be pretty mad, and I probably won't play Tabor the rest of the day if I'm just not having a good day. Or I'll take like a couple hour break and be like, all right, I'm gonna play something different. But if I'm having a really good day in Tabor, I'll only do a couple raids because they'll usually last. If it's really good, like 30 minutes.
Sounds like you're gambling.
No, it doesn't. But like the other day, I had like 2-3 days ago, I had a really good raid where I killed somebody really kitted, and I got airdrop, which is something really rare. I got some really good stuff, and then that was the only raid I did that day, and because I was like, I don't want to waste all my luck, bro. Like, I gotta save some. And then I killed some fully kitted guys.
No, this isn't my story time.
Abba!
I have a story.
I only did one raid.
Charlie. We didn't hear what I said. No, we're not going to talk about your raids.
Abba, Baba, Laba,
Charlie, can we
Charlie.
just talk about something different?
I'm not. Just let me finish what I'm saying, guys. Chill.
Okay.
I just killed a fully kitted guy, and I found some fully kitted guys who traded. So it was really good because I got a really nice sniper AP.
Boring.
You're boring.
Hold on, everyone. We will be right back. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, so Charlie, when you lose into war, what do you feel? Are you like stressed out?
Depends, because if I'm going fully kitted, I'll be like kind of annoyed. But I've generally gotten over my gear fear, which I used to have a lot of. Gear fear is like when you're scared to lose stuff that you have worked to get. I've generally gotten over it. I don't really care as much anymore. But let's say 3 months ago, I would be like, bro, I spent so long getting that, and I lost it to a kid with one of the worst guns in the game. That did happen. The SKS kid, bro, he's a menace. But if I just went naked, I'll still be. I'm honestly more mad dying naked with no gear than I am kitted, because at least they had a reason to kill me. If I'm naked, like, you could have just made me do some funny dances before you killed me at least.
I know how video games affect me.
How do they?
How do they?
Charlie.
Basically, so if I'm playing Minecraft a ton of for hours and hours and hours, I eventually get really tired, and it depends on what time I'm playing. So if I'm playing late at night, the screen hurts my eyes and I need to take a break. But if I'm let's say on a Saturday like this, if I'm playing Minecraft, as soon as I get up and I play for a long time, I need to eventually go outside and take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's
eventually I
something-
get really tired if I'm playing a bunch of video games.
That's something I'd like to mention. So these glasses, they're UV protected and stuff, so they get dark in the sun, blah blah blah. But they're also blue light protecting. So my eyes won't hurt if I play video games for 6 hours straight. I'll be fine. I could be another 6 hours. Here we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
then,
true.
Usually I'll get bored though. I won't want to play for 6 hours straight.
But how much without? Yeah, you can. Yeah.
But usually if I'm playing for let's say even 4 hours on the computer, I just feel like I'm getting kind of bored of this, and I want to engage with some other people, like my mom or something, play games.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the Oculus battery, it only lasts for 2 hours. And then I have to charge it. Sure, I can plug in and play, but it restricts me from some mobility.
So then that brings up the question:
Okay.
How does blue light affect your eyes? Like,
Oh,
yeah.
wanna know what's funny? The light outside is also blue light. If you want to really get out of blue light, you gotta stay inside and do something like this.
On a website, I think it's reliable.
This is probably the best option for us.
And
Right
so blue light and sleep. So it looks like blue light and screen time is linked to poor sleep, and quote, the blue light from electronic devices messes with your, I don't know how to pronounce that, circadian rhythm or sleep cycle. It signals your brain to wake up when it should be winding down. In one study, as little as 2 hours of exposure to blue light and at night slowed or stopped the release of the sleep hormone melatonin. So it looks like it'll affect your sleep. So it looks like drastically, even like 2 hours. Charlie, you play for 2 hours before bedtime. I know that. Do you feel like trouble going to sleep?
No.
Did you ever? Because I know just recently you started playing video games a lot more.
Like before you got your glasses, did you?
Yes, before I got my glasses, absolutely. I felt I couldn't fall asleep.
When did you get these? Like 2021?
What?
The new ones that are UV protected and blue light protected.
No, it was more,
2020
no,
or
it was like
2021.
2019 because
It was after we got Alice.
it was before the pandemic. It was before the
No,
pandemic.
that was your original glasses.
It
you
also
got
says
in
blue light
2018,
exposure
2019.
might raise
You
your
got it
risk
when you were
for certain
6.
cancers.
I remember we weren't wearing masks or
Everything
anything.
does.
I was like showing off to my class that I got new glasses.
Yeah,
so
I think
know
it was
before.
after that. I think it was after that.
Hey guys,
It was because I remember you showed Alice you with your old glasses on, and she thought it looked weird.
okay.
No, you
what
used to
else?
have them. Remember when they broke?
Mhm.
What
You
about
got
the
new
pros?
ones. Okay.
Can video games help improve stuff? Because I know some video games have helped improve my reaction time. Like what other things?
I've heard some can change your fingers in some way depending on what you're doing, or
So
muscle memory.
before I got my glasses, when I'd watch YouTube or something before bed, it took so long to sleep. I'd just be staring at my closet, being like, you know. And
Yeah, so it says
on
that video games may strengthen a range of cognitive skills such as spatial navigation, reasoning, memory and perception, and
I got such good memory
Didn't say
this
that.
one's also
before I hit my head.
And then one other question we had, which I'm pretty sure is false, but do violent video games promote violence? This is a huge question. I mean, I think it's half answer right now.
I'm pretty sure
No, it was- no,
because
it
I'm
was
not a very
proven, I think-
violent person.
Oh yeah, no way.
I'm not. I don't wake up in the middle of the night, go out with a kitchen knife, and be like, "You want to go, bruh? Let's go."
You wouldn't hurt a fly. I mean, you would if you were strong enough, but you wouldn't hurt a fly.
Shut up.
This is from Harvard. Let's see what I can.
After I got over my fear of cicadas, I actually love them now.
Yeah.
I got over
This
my
is the
fear
big.
of
This
like
is the
2
big
days ago.
cicada switcher this year. We all love cicadas now. We're from the Midwest. So yeah, we the
That
cicada
brings up
stuff
another
is always-
question. How do you guys do your hot dogs? Chicago dog.
What?
Okay, this is so unrelated.
Chicago dog,
This is so
no sport
unrelated.
peppers. That's how you gotta do it, man.
I don't remember everything that's on the Chicago.
Okay, true.
That mustard good. Ketchup on hot dog. Mustard on hot dog.
Both
That
custard.
mustard glizzy.
Say custard. No,
I
both.
didn't say custard.
No, I said custard. Both mustard and ketchup are all right.
I like
Maybe it's 'cause I'm
licking
not
up
too big
that
on hot
thing,
dogs, so.
that mustard glizzy. Well, we may as well keep talking while you're looking this up.
Exactly.
Yeah, we could talk about video games, not how you
Mustard
eat your hot
glizzies.
dogs. No. It's different. It's irrelevant.
Favorite video game?
Charlie.
We're
We're
talking
ta-
about how they affect your health. Okay. What? One thing for me is when I've been playing video games for a long time, sometimes I just feel like I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like I just want to go out and do something.
Oh, this
I don't
is
know
good.
what,
This
but
is
I
good.
just
Okay,
do
so
not want to play
from
video
Harvard,
games.
this is like exactly what we're doing. The health effects of too much gaming. The first one is, are there any good things about gaming? So yeah, it looks like aside from being entertaining and a fun pastime, gaming can provide a way for people to interact with each other, a virtual community as they work together towards completing common tasks. But gaming injuries, so repetitive stress injuries or overuse injuries, or injuries that come from activities that involve repeated use of muscles and tendons, which our dad was saying a few days ago that his muscles like here and here were hurting from playing PS5, holding the controller and clicking. He said that his
But
muscles
that's
were
because
sore.
he hadn't played video games on a controller like that in years.
Okay, but doesn't that show that he was playing it too much and that he was sore and that it was hurting? Like video games, they can cause harm. It looks like stress injuries.
When you're sore,
know
that
you
doesn't mean
t-
you're not
sorry,
doing
sorry.
it too. That doesn't mean you're doing it too much. That just means you're making
It
your
is, though.
muscles. That means you're strengthening.
Technically,
your
it
muscles.
does. You have to strengthen your muscles like slowly though. You can't all do it in one thing, or else
In a
you
month,
could
he had like
tear a muscle.
almost 300 hours.
That is, yeah, that is a
Probably.
lot.
If you
Yeah,
don't do
then
it slowly
you
and slowly
already racked
increase, you
that
could
up
tear a
about,
muscle.
4 or 5
I have 40 hours.
Any kind of exercise at all, actually,
in a weekend.
even if it's just this.
No, I've been playing.
So then, try to stop. So it looks like repetitive stress injuries. So would that be like being stressed out about the game, but like how would that impact your health? Because I know video games can cause stress. You used
Yeah.
to be very stressed out about them before. Very stressed out.
Not so much anymore though.
Yeah.
I could care less if I went in with all my gear right now. That's why I like playing with other people because
Yeah,
you have
you-
a higher
yeah,
survival rate.
Yeah.
It's just more fun.
The thing about 2024 is that it's not real, so
Okay,
can't
so
do much about it.
common effects of stress. So I guess technically video games could cause these too.
Yeah.
Headaches, muscle tension or pain, chest pain, fatigue, stomach upset, sleep problems, anxiety, restlessness, lack of motivation or focus, memory problems, feeling overwhelmed, grumpiness or anger, sadness or depression, overeating or undereating, angry outbursts, drug or alcohol misuse, tobacco use, avoiding friends and staying at home, exercising less often. Which, I'm not sure how many of those would be affected on kids
I have.
or would be in correlation with video games.
I just remembered.
Wait.
Yeah.
I have something. This somewhat has to do with video games, but it mostly has something to do with like sitting while on the computer. I get like this. If I'm like sitting on the computer, let's say making music, I get this random out of the blue sharp pain every time I move my torso, like right about here.
That could just be a cramp, but
But I don't know if that has to do with
it could be like a
sitting
posture
down too
thing.
long or.
Okay, so I think I've experienced something like that. So sometimes when I'm like sitting down for a while, sometimes like it'll feel like my lungs have a cramp or something, or muscles in my chest because like I'll breathe and it feels like something like almost like flicking.
Oh yeah, Mom gets those.
It's really weird.
It's like an
So-
air pocket. It's just
With video games affecting your health,
it's just like
what do you think the average time is that a kid would use on like electronics a day? Make a guess.
a kid nowadays.
Well,
18 hours. I don't know.
Well,
I've seen some crazy stuff.
is it video games or screen time alone?
Screen time.
Well, for me, I saw my screen time and it said 9 hours, which is
But you like leave your electronics on a lot.
Yeah,
Like
but
you have a
that-
desktop and you have music open.
yeah. But that was on my phone,
Oh, on your phone.
and I don't leave my phone on.
So there's a research that
I would say it's about like 5-6 hours maybe.
Honestly,
this shows children exposed to
Maybe a
screen
little
time for
more.
an average of 2 hours a day performed worse on attention and executive functions at age 9.
Okay,
thank
but that.
God I'm age 11.
Okay, but wait. What's the average like in America for for screen time.
Honestly, for my
Make
for
sure
my
to put in America,
school,
because in other places it's not.
for my school at least, they don't really have screen times. They go
The
on
average
TikTok
is
and
7 hours and 3 minutes.
I-
in the
Yeah.
US.
I believe that.
That's a lot.
believe that.
There's 24 hours in a day,
Yeah, that's a lot.
not including the ones that you sleep in the morning, at night, from like last night and going into the next day.
It's like-
And then like
Half a
school.
day.
If you have school, that takes up what, 8 hours a day, right?
Oh my gosh, it's
You-
literally basically anything but school.
You get up at 7, right?
Yeah.
So that's from 12 to 7, right? So 7 hours plus the 8, right? Then what time did you go to bed at? We'll say 9:30.
Yeah, that's my bedtime.
Honestly,
But
for,
let's be real,
for
I
some
stay up
kids,
later than that.
like I'm not even gonna lie, kids in my school, they say they stay up till like 11, 1.
That's a lot. Okay, so
They might.
school gets out at what? For us, it's 3:30. I think it's.
3.
Yeah,
Three.
it's about 3:05 for me.
We'll say 3 then.
But I don't get home till
Then
4.
from 3 to 9:30, how many hours do you have? 6.5, right?
That means
That means they're staying up later, or depending on what time they get up. So that's a lot of video games.
Yeah, they're probably.
That's
That's-
a lot.
On the weekend, there's probably more. I feel like this is just average throughout the week, so that's why the extra 30 minutes is poking in. I bet you on the weekends it's closer to like 11 or something.
Here, I can check.
Because I know that they're. I mean,
Let me check my
screen time's getting really high lately.
it's 12:18, guys. When do we start this podcast?
Doesn't
20
matter.
minutes.
Okay. I thought we started at like 11:30. I was gonna like, guys, we've been at this for like 50 minutes.
We haven't even done the predictor yet. We have a few more things to walk
See, look, just today, it said today, June 20th. It's not June 26th. I have the date wrong.
Ah.
But it said 10 hours and 57 minutes.
Today?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that.
That I might have left my phone on.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
probably.
sense. Yeah, I don't think you're up at 2 in the morning.
But it said my daily average this
Well,
week
yeah.
was 8 hours and 31 minutes, which is
Yeah.
somewhat, I guess, realistic.
Yeah. And plus, a lot of that could be from today.
17 hours is just from YouTube.
Now,
17.
Yeah.
do you think these kids wake up early on the weekend to play video games? Ben, just
Yes.
leave it.
Well, I
I
think it depends. I think with the sleep problems, do you think they'd be able to fall back asleep after using video games that much? I know you said you're not just able to fall back asleep. And if you get up at 6 because of some reason, you have to like go to the bathroom or something, you're not able to go back to bed. So you just get up and go start playing.
I don't think that's because of video games, because I asked a teacher about that, and they were like in their 50s, and they said that also happens to them.
Pick it up.
Like, if they wake up really early, they can't go back to sleep.
okay,
That could just be
but
something.
I actually used to be a victim of personally wanting to wake up early. I have
Yeah.
pictures on my iPad of like screenshots of me playing this one furry Roblox video game at 4:07 in the morning. 4:07.
Yeah, you got up and you were excited to play it.
Yes. Probably I
Well, how did that
I get
affect
up at
your health?
8:30 and
Would
I
you
don't
be,
get
like,
out of bed till
tired? I
10.
think you'd be tired the rest of the day, right?
I usually get up at like 5 sometimes, but that's usually just to get ready for school.
and like hear me out.
Yeah, you live really far away.
Yeah.
I'm not motivated to wake up
My cat
early
is
We have our
to play
first
video
chat.
games.
Colleen Brooks said, "Hi guys. Hello. We
And then-
replaced our father
With
with Jeremiah.
Shaborna Night.
Yes.
The border night.
The man behind
Dad.
the picture.
What picture?
My profile picture on Facebook.
Wait, I don't know if you can see that when they're chatting, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
I'm Siren McKee.
Wait, is that the weird one?
So, Colleen Brooks,
What?
Is that
right
the
now our
weird
topic
picture? You
is
have the
how.
saxophone.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right now our topic is how do video games affect your health, and we've talked about screen time. What else? How they promote violence, which they actually don't, and what, blue light, right? That's what we
Yeah.
covered. What
Guys.
else is there?
I guess
Um,
the orange light.
Like,
Honestly, if I woke up early, I wouldn't be motivated to play video games. I'd be motivated more to watch videos because it's just quicker. I don't want to set up my computer. I don't want to turn on the Oculus and use that that early in the morning. I'd rather just sit and do nothing, to be honest. Like, sometimes when I used to get sick in the middle of the night and be, like, puking all night, I wouldn't really use electronics. I'd just sit there because I'm not getting up right now. I just want to sit.
That's when
Sometimes
that
being
happens.
sick, just staring at a wall is more interesting than video.
I have a question. Is the average like Oculus users' screen time lower because like the
Most
eye
likely.
strain, or is it like more or the same as like if you were on a phone or?
I would say
computer?
probably lower because first of all it has less battery life and yeah it's more strain and more work.
So it actually increases it. Virtual reality VR, and it's because time
Oh.
passes faster than they think. New research confirms that playing a game in VR causes perpetual time compression compared to playing video games on a regular monitor.
Wow.
What
I
is
can't even play
perpetual
the
time
Oculus
compression?
for like an hour because my eyes like start to hurt.
Or
What?
perceptual.
What is that?
I don't know. What is perceptual time compression?
Maybe
You compress time.
maybe it
Are they
seems
opening
like time.
wormholes?
Like
this.
I have a theory. Maybe it
We
like
compressed it.
you know they say like time flies while you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just like you're being overstimulated to the point where you're not keeping track
I
of
won't
time.
lie.
Like the one,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
Charlie's.
it's fun.
Remember Charlie's one raid last weekend? Like that.
He told me
That.
he'd come outside and we would do baseball, and he said he'd do one raid and go to Tabor. It was like an hour before he actually came out, and then he was like, "Oh, sorry, I lost track of time. I did like 3 raids," and I'm like, "How did that happen?"
I think you just forgot.
So here's kind of how it went.
Sorry.
Some
You're
kid
like,
invited me to
Charlie.
play. I don't need you redirecting me. I can say a couple things, Sam.
We don't need to hold the whole
We
story.
don't need to hear the story.
I know I don't want to tell the whole story.
Just say there's a kid inviting you to do a couple of raids. You don't need to tell them about like what they were doing.
Someone invited him to do a few raids on Tabor, and he did them and lost track of time and did more.
Mm-hmm.
There, basically that's what happened. Okay, what else can we go with?
Tower Vault kid.
How do you how do you think like the voice chats on certain games like affect you? Maybe I don't know.
Well, yeah, good point. Because a lot of video games don't really have a good community. I know Ghost of Tabor, the community is so bad on that game. If you tell this actually happened, and then someone like sent me a picture on Discord and showed me that it happened, but they messaged the developer of the game with a bug, and they just like were just like swearing at them and said like it was their fault. And they're like really confused because they just like reported a bug to make the game better. They ended up fixing the bug.
I know voice
Reported it
chats
too.
were much worse a long time ago, in like Call of Duty lobbies.
Oh, I've heard about those.
Yeah, where they're just
I
I
don't
shouting.
see,
even
like,
want
the-
to. I don't even
I
want to
saw
hear
this
what
video
goes
once.
on.
It was like the most like threatening message I've ever gotten on Xbox. It was like some guy who got mad at someone for messing up in Call of Duty, and they're like, "I'm gonna find your location and kill you." And then the person that received that message literally found the mean person's, I don't know how to say the words to put this into a sentence, location. And then they're like, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
All right, I found an article: VR risks for kids and teens. So I guess we'll figure out this.
Yeah,
Do you think the average VR user like is younger than like
no.
It
depending
is.
on some games?
It is. Yeah.
For Gorilla Tag, yeah, bro.
Mhm.
There are.
Because I've heard some young kids on Gorilla Tag and some other VR games.
Yeah, that
and
10-year-old
the
that's
age
like-
restriction for Oculus Quest 2, 3, or even the first one is 13, and these kids are getting it at like 8 or 9, and are getting these games with this bulky thing drooping their head down.
That,
But you got one at 9, so you were 9 when we got it.
that 10-year-old that sent me death threats, bro.
You know, this 10-year-old on the game, and he's sending Charlie death threats, and we're like, okay, little kid, keep talking.
He was like, what's your address? I'm like, why would I tell you that? And he goes, so I could kill you in your sleep. I'm like, my God, you just gave me a reason not to. He said he was 200 pounds and did jujitsu.
Oh, they're 10, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh,
'Cause my
yikes.
brother was like, what are
Oh
you,
my
like
God.
you're probably like 2 pounds. He was like, actually, I'm 200 pounds. I'm like,
Yikes.
Should have asked how tall he was.
3'8".
"Bro,
Nah, I
you want,
had
like
that.
a 1x1 Lego piece.
Not even that, just like one of the flat ones.
Like one of those spiky triangle pieces.
Okay, never mind. We're not.
So it looks like VR affects the brain, which I actually kind of guessed that, but like figure out
I think it
how.
all affects your brain because, you know.
Oh, here we go. Okay, we got some chat. So Colleen Brooks said, "We're listening." Dad said, "What about what about how video games affect heart rate and stress level?" We did go over stress level and what this stress would cause, and it's mainly just like what? Lack of
Stress?
activity.
Okay, here's the thing. Just fart.
No.
We don't do that stuff.
Okay, so a lot of streamers for Tabor have a little heart monitor in the right-hand corner. But you know, we learned at Secret the average heart rate is like around 60. It's like 90 for them in the bunker. And when they're actually in raid, it gets like up to 100, 110.
Yeah, I can feel the 60.
Okay, so
Boom.
how do video games affect heart rate
Generally.
and stress? We went over stress, but how would it affect heart rate? So
That's how slow.
I think we're
heart
gonna focus
rate
on
is.
VR
It's
games for this.
It's not
Well, yeah, but it beats twice every single time to get the blood flowing. It's a swing rhythm.
Swing rhythm?
Yeah.
What?
I've never
Yeah,
thought
it
about
looks
it
like
that
virtual
way.
reality games do
Wow.
induces a higher heart rate and more moderate to vigorous physical activity in VR games. And then Colleen Brooks said, what games increase stress and which reduce stress? Which I think Minecraft, like, that wouldn't really bring stress to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'm in
that-
Alice
Minecraft,
Palace just
yeah.
like casually building.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not
like,
stressed.
I don't think I'm like,
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes
the meme of that guy that's like the really sweaty guy.
remember your sweaty gamers video?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think we should probably do Mr. Predicto for like 15 minutes now because we've already been at it for like 30.
Or those stress-relieving mobile games that have an ad every time you press a button. Those don't actually.
I
The
hate
link-
those.
the
Those
link
stress
between-
me out, bro. I hate them.
I had a
ads.
whole folder on my iPad a few years ago. I called like the satisfying, unsatisfying games because it's so unsatisfying when you get something nice and then it's just like the same thing over and over again.
okay, so this
And
is
it's
kind
an ad,
of
and
cool.
an ad, and an ad.
So this article, the link between video games and stress relief. So it looks like most gamers report that playing video games, even violent games, is a way to relieve stress, and it's saying that cooperative games can decrease stress levels.
Mhm.
Which I guess you're playing Tabor, you're always really playing with people.
Yeah, I don't like playing alone very much because it's terrifying. Like when you died, for the love of God, Sam.
Charlie,
We don't need to hear the
we
specifics.
don't need to hear the stories.
I know, but remember when you told me that I should have crouched and quickly peeked? When I didn't do that, that guy, he was so funny. I jumped in real life. I was terrified.
Okay, I'm gonna show the sponsor one more time because now I got people watching. So Charlie, because he's a super into Ghost of Tabor, our sponsor, which we showed at the beginning, I don't think really anyone was watching.
There's a 60s toy that's really dismembered and old. I'm kidding.
It's a VR gun stock.
It looks
So you hold it with the VR headset on, and it it's like a real gun. So you really, it's meant to increase your aiming, but does it change the game how you feel? Like,
Oh.
do you feel like you're way more immersed in it?
Yeah, 100%.
Then does that mean does it bring more stress to you? Because you're way more immersed in the game.
It doesn't bring more stress. Honestly, it reduces stress for me because I know that because that increases makes your aim better in the game. I know I can land more shots.
Sometimes accessories can make the game more stressful, like the Richie's Plank experience. Game.
Oh, yeah.
The Plank.
There's
That
this
game.
plank game where it's like it's to
no.
show off VR capabilities, and you walk off a plank and then you fall off a building or whatever, and that's really all it
You
is.
could put like an actual.
You can
plank
put an
underneath
actual
you.
plank in your room, and it's like we did it, and we calibrated the plank, so it was
Like you actually lose balance.
it's really really crazy.
We don't talk about it.
Is
Then
that
there's a
game-
spider
is that
mode
game
and
free?
stuff.
No, it's like $30.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, I
The
think
spider
we should
mode
do
is weird.
Mr.
Oh, I feel like I should
Victor.
mention one thing.
Yes.
On Jeremiah's survival Minecraft server, I used to feel kind of stressed and stuff when I died, but for some reason now, after I've played it a lot more, I don't really get that feeling anymore. I just feel like I'm invincible. Yeah. Like how most people feel in their car nowadays.
Dad said Helldivers relieves his stress level, which I guess that makes sense. It's co-op, it's funny, you're not really playing against anyone, you can't really lose anything.
And you take your anger out on murdering bugs and robots.
Yeah, right?
Wait,
Like, if
Dad,
I'm
we
really-
have no limits to Mr. Predicto because Dad's not here.
Exactly.
But wait.
First question.
Okay, wait. I feel like sometimes if I want to play a video game that's not very stressful, I will just like the least stressful thing I do in video games is probably play Minecraft and like build on Alice Palace, like build a house. Or, like,
Yeah,
build
like
a-
that's fun. Just going into Minecraft and just building stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
I really I rarely ever get stressed, and that's when I've been like spending 3 hours on a Geometry Dash level just because I want to.
Alright, anyway,
Like that one.
Yeah,
And I
you can
split it up into
scream
4
every
days,
question.
so
we're not gonna.
we're not gonna do that's
Alright,
gonna
first-
not do that.
First question, guys. Will tornado go over our house tonight?
I have to ask you, will the tornado go over our house tonight?
Highly doubtful.
Oh, looks like there's not. Okay.
He must have been confused. See, he started doing it again.
No, I just.
Sam, he was
Wait,
doing
no,
it
actually-
again.
Whenever he did it, last time he did it again, it did say yes the next time.
Okay.
He's gonna say yes, we know that.
Just pretend he did.
Okay. So what's our next question?
Will Cyrone McGee have super big muscles?
Well, I'm here.
Exactly. You do have big muscles. We have larger muscles.
The answer is yes.
Ooh.
Will Dad get another driver's license?
I don't know if they know what happened to Dad. He's out getting a new driver's license.
It is a strong possibility.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, will Dad ever grow his hair back?
We
Well,
haven't
Dad-
Will it
asked
be-
a single
and
question
will
about our
it
topic
cost a
yet.
lot of money?
Will it cost money?
Artificial.
Without hesitation, yes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Very
will I get sick if I eat meat?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been
Yeah.
vegetarian for a year and a half. He's trying to see how long he can do it.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Wait, he's been a
He's off to
vegetarian for what, 2 years or 1 year?
Like it was November 2022, so a year and a
Wow,
half.
yeah. And he just did it
About a year.
just for fun, and now
Yeah, just for a challenge.
just as a challenge. And
Not
he's
for
gonna
like
eat
any
meat.
specific time. I just like said,
And
why not just
I'll
do
grab
it?
it. Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, why not do it? Oh, wait, okay.
Stab myself. Because it's like
Because he never ate that much meat. He sometimes ate chicken. Then we'd always give him grief for it because we called one of our friends in our friend group chicken. So,
Okay, so.
like, we used to always say, you're eating his family.
It's
Even though
my
you're
birthday
in-
soon. And here's his cake.
Yeah,
It's not actual meat.
It's a
No,
burger.
it's
Yes.
a bird. It's a
That
cake
actually
burger.
looks
It
delicious.
looks really good.
Like, that actually looks really good.
Yeah, you guys can have some.
I love foods disguised as other foods. They always
Anyway,
taste
I
better.
want to get one.
I've always wanted one of those really realistic cakes.
Oh my gosh.
Will
yes.
Charlie start going outside?
Bro!
Yes.
Let's go!
Wait. Will I have a really good rating to Vor after the stream?
I don't know what a rate is,
No.
but I'm just gonna go with it.
The answer is yes.
Woo!
Colleenbrook said, "Will you boys create your own game someday?" Will we? Here we go.
Oh,
I want.
paperweight,
Yes,
paperweight,
I need to read that book. Where is that book? I've been really into that recently.
Yes, I am sure.
Paperweight's
gotta
coming
keep
out
going.
soon.
What, you
We
guys
gotta
developing
keep
a
going.
game? You and Sam
Yeah.
and Charlie?
Just better not.
We have to
Yeah.
we have to ask more questions.
Release
Will
hopefully
Paperweight be super
before
fun?
2030.
2030?
Will Paperweight be super fun?
What is paperweight?
A video game.
That is a likely outcome.
Come on, can we get one? This is like,
Are we gonna get?
It's a
Are we
really
gonna
cool
get?
concept.
Is the game gonna get popular?
come on. Like, guys, we can do the ritual down here.
No, it's not.
We have to do it around the toilet though.
Everything points to yes.
Yes.
Okay. Will our house blow up?
Oh my
What kind of a question is that?
The answer is no.
Okay.
Oh, wait, wait,
Will
wait.
our TV blow up?
No, we have to ask a serious question.
This is a serious question.
We want to know.
I am confident it is no.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Will we ever actually, like, on the weekend, genuinely go out for a few hours and do something real?
Definitely yes.
Ooh, I've put another one.
Huh.
Okay.
I have a good one.
Does Helldivers stress Dad out?
Yeah, I know you do. You scream.
Scream.
I would not count on it.
Oh wait. Okay, guys, I have a good one. I forgot. Oh wait,
Is Dad gonna
Six
be-
Flags never gonna be packed for us again.
Hopefully, yes.
And Hurricane Howard.
Yes, I am sure.
Will we do the ritual on this one?
Oh my god.
If he says yes, then that's not
Now is not.
Yes!
It's so
We kinda. Wait, we just created some weird, like, paradox. Because that means he should have said yes.
Jeremiah, come up here. Jeremiah, come upstairs.
I'm good.
Come upstairs.
Jeremiah, come
We must do the ritual.
I don't know what's going on.
Will we do the ritual right now?
What?
Jeremiah, you didn't come.
I have no idea what's going on.
Alright, back to questions.
Okay.
Does Dad cheat at games? Kelly booked said Jeremiah. I'm sorry.
Highly doubtful.
Ooh. And Kelly Brooke said, "You leave your friend alone." Dad said, "I know how you feel, Jeremiah." Kelly Brooke said, "You didn't know what you were getting into, did you?" Will Jeremiah come up with us to do the ritual next time?
It cannot be determined.
Come upstairs.
No, we need to find out. We need to find out.
Yeah,
We need to find out.
find out.
We need to find out.
We need to
Please,
find out.
Jeremiah.
Come on,
Jeremiah.
Fine,
We'll do it here.
Oh my gosh, we have captions?
Oh my god.
Jeremiah, you have to chant Uga Chaka.
We do it here then. We do it here. We need water running. Start the faucets.
Okay, wait,
Start
I got
all the faucets. The faucets are be running. Are you ready?
Oh!
Here we
We have
go.
to invite him to the ritual.
Oh, we're gonna
Oh.
do a circle ritual. Alright, Will Jeremiah join us for the ritual!
Oh my god.
Ooga chaka! Ooga chaka! Ooga chaka!
It's red.
It cannot be determined.
What? Again! Ooga chaka! Ooga chaka! Ooga chaka!
Ask later.
What? Again. Ooga chaka! Ooga chaka! Ooga chaka!
Definitely yes.
You got ooga and the chaka! Woo! Alright guys. Turn off the faucet. Dad said don't waste water. Turn off the faucet. Turn off the faucet. I'll use the paper towel. Okay.
I'm so excited to hear that song that we did.
Well,
Okay,
Oh
I
my
guess
god, I
it's
can
time to
feel
go.
It's hot over here because of the water.
I
What do we
guess.
just do? These are not going
Okay.
to waste.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning into the podcast. Please go on to the next one.
Wait a
because
minute.
Why not?
Wait a minute.
What?
Will the final 2 people join Lollipop SMP next week? They both have to school.
Yes.
Woo! Okay.
We
Well,
can actually do
everyone,
some real stuff.
We got a chant.
thank you for watching the podcast.
Thank you
And
for watching.
Thank you.
is the outro?
Yeah.
No.
Ooga chaka.
I don't remember how it goes.
Ba-da-da-da.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Alright, ready?
Ba-da-da-da.